The last thing you want is for your letter to be sent to the group chat where you'll no doubt be ruthlessly mocked and ridiculed in that godforsaken den of hyenas. What is good people? Welcome back to the Modern Man Africa YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at a post-breakup step-by-step guide to healing for men. So, without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Step 1. Mourn the relationship. The end of a relationship may feel like the loss of a loved one because it actually is. Much like any other relationship with a family member or a friend, you had hopes, dreams, and aspirations for your significant other and your shared future. So the abrupt conclusion of your failed relationship can bring about feelings of grief and loss. While mourning, remove all reminders of your failed relationship so that you can build on a solid foundation going forward. This entails blocking your ex on all means of communication, including on your phone, social media, and on your email. Box up all the gifts and trinkets that you may have received from them during the course of your relationship and delete all photos and videos that you may have on your devices. Or, if you're not quite ready to let go of those just yet, save those onto a folder and save that folder onto your cloud drive so that they're not on your device, which will lessen the likelihood that you'll come across them while using your device on a day-to-day basis. In the first weekend post-breakup, maximum 2, it's perfectly understandable to want to drown your sorrows in an effort to numb the pain. But you can't dwell on this part of the process for too long because there's still a hell of a lot of work to do going forward. Step 2. Evaluate your emotional state. Write your thoughts down. Write everything you wanted to say to your ex in a letter because this will give you the opportunity to get everything off your chest without being interrupted. But, and listen to me carefully, for the love of God, do not send the letter. The last thing you want is for your letter to be sent to the group chat where you'll no doubt be ruthlessly mocked and ridiculed in that godforsaken den of hyenas. Don't do it. Write your emotions down and the time that you felt them. For example, at 9:30, someone at school or at work said something funny, and the first person you thought of telling you're no longer in a relationship with. Or at 11:45, you felt a deep sense of betrayal because you got a flashback. You remembered the conversation that you had with your girlfriend about not wanting her to go on girls' nights out, yet she gave you all the reassurances under the sun that you can trust her, but she still cheated anyway. Bruh. And then at 10:04 in the afternoon, you're hit with fond nostalgia like a ton of bricks. You remember the life that you were trying to create with one another and the genuine happiness that you felt in those moments. I recommend that you write down your emotions and what triggers them because at the worst of times, you'll need a visual representation of the ebbs and flows of your emotional state so that you understand that you can't make permanent decisions during this crucial time. Emotions, to a large extent, do subside. Oftentimes, they're replaced by other emotions. Bro, your emotions can't be trusted. They're all over the place. Take a beat and logic your way through any crucial life-changing decisions during this critical juncture. Step 3, get perspective. In this step, you're going to have to get perspective from friends or family members that have gone through a similar situation before. You need to seek counsel from the people that love and care about you so that you don't find yourself making any rash decisions. When it's time to get perspective on your own, I strongly recommend that you go somewhere where you can walk around barefoot, where you can connect with the earth. Pause.
Pause.
I know this sounds batshit crazy, mentally deranged even, but trust me, it works. Seeing the vastness and majestic beauty of nature really does put things into perspective. After a breakup, You can try gaining some perspective by taking a long walk on the beach and meditating in isolation while trying to make sense of your emotional turmoil. Not to put my business out there, but I myself did just this. While sitting on the beach and watching the waves crashing in front of me, I remember a small little drop of water landed on me, and I remember thinking to myself, if this drop was a representation of the current problems that I'm faced with right now, looking out at the vastness of the waves and the ocean in its entirety, my problems seemed a lot less significant when looking at everything that I was going through in totality. Yes, the situation was emotionally draining. However, there were positives to take out of the situation that I was faced with, and that gave me the foundation on which to build to move my life going forward. Step 4, identify where you previously went wrong. Honestly assess where you went wrong in your previous relationship. Was it your selection process? Did you miss any glaring red flags? Were you overly trusting? Did you compromise on your standards? What level of accountability must you bear right now in order for you to protect yourself from feeling this relationship angst and anguish ever again in the future? Be as brutally honest with yourself about yourself and your ex as humanly possible. This is both the toughest and most rewarding part of the process because you get to learn so much about yourself. You learn what your strengths, weaknesses, potential, and self-destructive traits are. In the wise words of Aristotle, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Step 5, define who you want to be. Upon completing the analysis of your strengths, weaknesses, potential, and your self-destructive traits, you need to go into excruciating detail into the type of person that you want to become. As daunting as it may be, venturing into trying to understand yourself right down to the molecular level, doing this level of a deep dive into oneself provides you with a unique opportunity to sculpt whomever you'd like to become. Rock bottom is often a great point of departure because you're starting with a clean slate. Write down everything you want to be, everything you want to achieve, what qualifications you want to have, the revenge body you want, what job you want to do, what city you want to live in, the works. Everything. At this point, the world is your oyster. Anything you can envision with a little bit of effort, you can achieve. Write down your goals and objectives. An example of this would be if your goal is to lose 15 kilograms in the following 6 months post-breakup, what you'll need to do is set up weekly objectives that you need to achieve in service of that goal. For example, your objective needs to be to get to the gym at least 3 to 4 times in a week and to eat a healthy diet. Once you're clear on the direction you want to take in your life and how you're going to get there, you need to spend every waking minute in service and pursuit of your goals with dogged determination, without any respite and without deviating from the plan. As you start ticking things off of the list of the type of person that you're trying to become, you'll start to realize that your confidence is building. That's not by mistake. Confidence is a byproduct of competence. As your confidence rises, your pain diminishes. Therefore, it's imperative to pursue the trajectory post-breakup that minimizes negative emotions in the most effective way possible. The objective here is to never have these feelings ever again, unless, of course, you take pleasure in wallowing around in negativity for extended periods of time. What you will soon realize is that confidence is attractive. Human beings are naturally drawn to those that are positive about who they are, sure of their values and principles, and are consistent in how they present themselves to the world on a day-to-day basis. You will more than likely also start attracting women that will gravitate towards the version of yourself that you are trying to become. But before you go diving in headfirst in another failed relationship that will bring you right back to this point, you need to clearly define the type of woman that is worthy of the kind of person you aspire to be. Step 6. Defining desirable traits and dating non-negotiables in a new partner. In a previous video, I've already covered my top 5 dating non-negotiables on this channel once before. So, for the sake of time, I won't go into that right now. If you want to see that video, you can click on the link in the end screen or find the link in the description down below. Step 7. Be consistent in the pursuit of who you want to be. Before you know it, your breakup will be a distant memory and you'll need to have something to show for the time that you've spent working on yourself. Commit to self-improvement. Embody the virtues and the values of a well-adjusted man that was able to overcome adversity. Dig deep emotionally to better understand yourself and take pride in the progress that you've made throughout the process. Don't look back, but most importantly, never go back. Always cast your gaze at a brighter tomorrow. The last thing that you want to have happen is for you to bump into a successful version of yourself that you could have become had you only put in the effort and tried. It's not going to be easy. Nothing worth having ever is. But my God, is it worth it in the end? Good luck out there on your healing journey, bros. I wish you nothing but the best. All right, guys, that's it for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this post-breakup step-by-step guide to healing for men. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so you can help me grow this channel and eventually get monetized. Hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and hit that notification bell so you can get notified of my latest uploads. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.